middle of recapping last Tuesday's episode and about to comment on that.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around? Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts. I am one of your hosts, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. And we have just a real quick, just want to give a shout out to Jeff Pearson and family and friends and say that Krista and I are extremely taken back by the loss that you guys have had. And we are very, very sorry. Jeff was an awesome person and definitely was the life of the party. Willard, how's it going, sir?
Yeah, I can add to that too. I was thinking of like a phrase that would define Jeff Pearson as I know Jeff Pearson, and never a dull moment, man. That's just like, that's him to a T. I mean, when he was at, I've never had a just, I don't know, a chilled conversation with Jeff. It's always just, it's been intense, but it's been enjoyable at the same time, if that makes any sense. That's just Jeff, So I'm super grateful that I got a chance to talk to him at Purdon's, had a real nice conversation with him. And yeah, man, so young. 53 years old, but just an awesome guy. So yeah, my condolences to friends and family. That's a big loss to the community. But I can tell you it's good to be here. We got a lot to talk about tonight with the flying we just went to, and yeah, let's do it.
Miss Krista, what have you been up to?
Watching you do the game room.
Giving me directions constantly, letting me know where I need to do better and where I'm doing okay.
Sure.
Okay, and then we have. Huh? Okay.
I always enjoyed our when we go compound campouts that we would go. He'd stay there the whole summer. We'd go there Friday, the weekends, and we just really enjoyed his company. He was very entertaining, for sure. You're not wrong on that, Will.
Yeah.
Very passionate about anything he's talking about.
Yeah. All right, this DP guy is in and out of the show more than his Patriots. DP.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome back to Aruba. Welcome back from Aruba.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I'm having technical difficulties myself. I don't know. It kept you guys kept freezing up on me, and so I jumped out, trying to get back in.
And then we got Nick Justice from Paralife, Nick Just Us e-bikes. Oh man, the names just keep going.
Yeah.
You just keep sending them. It's all
right. And then we have the superstar of Friday nights, 8 p.m. Mr. Scuba Steve. Mr. Scuba Steve, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Anxious to tell all these stories that happened at the fly-in that we went to recently. I unfortunately never got to meet Jeff, but I do feel for all his friends and family. I'm sure it was a great loss. I wish I would have got to meet him, honestly.
Yeah, you would have liked him. He's got the personality to be right in your face, but it's not aggressive. Like
No.
he's just a nice
Is he
guy.
like Woofy? I mean,
No, yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, because Woofy just came right up and off the bat. I'm like, I can't be hanging with hooligans. I'm like, where's this guy coming from?
Well, him and Jeff Pepper used to argue, and their campers were kind of far apart. And Jeff Pearson would play his rap music, and Pepper would play the country music, and then they just were yelling at each other. And we're just like, sit back, enjoy the entertainment, because this is how Jeff and Jeff are.
So, Scuba, question. This is a Mark McElroy problem. When he hangs out with me, it always seems to cause Mark McElroy to have to spend some of his large amount of money that he has. Did it happen to cost you any money hanging out with me?
I don't think so. No. Matter of fact, just the fact that Shane was there made our life better. Shane,
Who's got a TV on in the background or something?
I'll check.
I hear.
Andy,
Not me. I looked. There ain't nothing on.
Scuba, what I'm talking about is a power cooler, a Blue Eddy.
Oh, you did. Okay, now I will say Shane made me spend money, but he didn't cost me money. As in, Shane brought his Blue Eddy, and I was like, man, that's cool. And then Munchkin looked it up, and then they were 33% off, and I can't pass up a deal, so I had to buy one. I don't have the cooler yet, but that's going to be next because Munchkin's already had the bad experience of meat water mixing with our ice, and then she drank the drink, which gave her food poisoning, which if we had one of those coolers would have avoided that whole issue. So,
Yeah.
I've already apologized, but I want to apologize again in front of the 4 people watching and the 6 people on the panel. Munchkin, I have left many of people high and dry and never said bye to them. I'm sorry. It was not intentional. When I get on the track of going home, I'm out. I totally talked to you before I went over to Scuba that was working on his wing. And I came back. I was like, all right, I'm out.
That's another one. There's so many things that happened. I don't even know where to start. But yeah, that was the last thing that Shane did before he left. I had a really bad tangle in my wing, and I know how to untangle my wing. It's not an issue, but for some reason, I did not see that one of my A-lines was wrapped around the other side of the wing. So once we found that, it was untangled in 30 seconds? It was done. I just kept, because since that line was over, it just kept retangling. And I'm like, what the hell's going wrong? I was getting really pissed off at my wing.
Scuba, if you have a really tough tangle, the best thing to do is just pull it tighter.
Pull it tighter.
Pull it tighter.
As tight as you can so that sucker comes out.
Oh my goodness.
Now somehow he got his leading edge, or the A-line his wing went through his A-line, and I said, all right, Scuba, we're just going to start with the inside A. Got that one straightened out right away, and I was like, okay. And I said, where's your second A-line? And when I followed it back to the wing, I noticed it went over the leading edge. I was like, oh, this is the problem. And as soon as that happened, it was over and done with. Truth of the matter is I got tired of waiting on him to figure it out because I was ready to go. And I was like, I'm going to walk out there.
Yeah, Shane was ready to leave.
John always says he just buys a new wing.
Yeah.
Right, John?
I've had some people like that.
The way this whole adventure started off, Will has already said many times that he probably wasn't going to be able to make it to Soar the Shore, which I was okay with that. I was okay, that's fine. I was impressed that Shane was going to make it, but Shane, if he says he's going to do something, he does it. So when I got to the fly-in, Shane showed up a little while after that, and it was just Shane and Munchkin and I hanging out, just talking. And then this van pulls up with this blue glow. I was like, what the hell is that? And the closer it got, I was like, that's freaking Will Fly. He just surprised us all, just showed up to the fly-in, which was really cool to see Will show up. And that was Wednesday night, right? Wednesday night, I couldn't even get to the fly-in. For some reason, all of the rain hovered over my city only until midday Wednesday, which, I mean, Eastern Shore, no rain, but at my house, it was raining. So I needed to wait till that rain cleared out before I could pack up the truck and head to the Eastern Shore. Got up there. Then Will showed up. Everything was cool. Next morning, I fire up the trike to go fly. And the first thing that happens is my wing strikes my cage, pow, and puts a big old mark in my prop. So I was like, well, luckily I have a brand new prop. So I figured I'll just change the prop out, even though now the problem is my cage has a little bit of a bend on the bottom left-hand corner. So I put that new prop on there, started it up, started moving forward, and then pow, you could hear it again. It had already cut my LED lights, so I took them off. So at that point, I got frustrated, took my cage apart, and bent the frame back into place, which did fix the problem. No more prop hitting and the new prop did not get damaged, fortunately. From then, man, it gets really crazy. Shane just had us rolling the entire time. He's pretty funny. If y'all ever hang around Shane, he's pretty funny. And so is Woofy. Woofy is a trip. And Will's always fun to be around if you can ever get him to wake up. But Will's not even in here.
Hey, first of all,
that is a Will problem.
If you had a big black wiener like Will, would you come out of your van?
Oh my goodness, we hadn't even got to that part yet, Shane. We're gonna get to that. So Saturday was the biggest debacle of all. Saturday morning, I went flying at 8:30, around 8:30 a.m. Went flying. Everything was cool. Landed, no problems. Put everything away. Went to get my car keys. Couldn't find my car keys. And I'm searching all over the tent, the car, everywhere. Couldn't find my keys. And then Munchkin was like, "Don't you have an air tag on your keys?" And I was like, "Oh, you're right." So I pull up my phone. I search for my keys, and my keys say that they are in a cotton field across from the runway, in the very center of the cotton field. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm going to have to pull a Shane right now. I just know it. So there was no way to get to this cotton field from the one runway. I literally had to drive around and pull up off the side of the road by somebody's house who I didn't know. And I started walking through the cornfield because that's where the air tag told me it was. Now, I was only in there like 5 minutes, and this person that owned this property showed up, and you could see him stop and look over, and here I am just in the middle of his cornfield. I know he's like, what in the heck is this guy? So I just basically laid down in the cornfield until he went away. So cotton, I'm sorry, you're right. It is cotton. I laid down in the cotton. Then he went away, and this is the problem with AirTag, which Apple needs to fix this. If you hit the button that says directions, it always tries to take you back to where your car told you the closest point was. So I'm in the field, and every time I hit the button that said directions, it tried to make me turn around, which made me sit in that cotton field for 45 minutes because it kept telling me to turn around. I literally fell out in that cornfield at least 4 times, and I mean just laid in the middle of the cotton. And I thought that I was going to be eaten alive by ticks. But then I said, you know what? Let me try this different. So I pulled the app back up again, and then I just hit paramotor because that's what I called the AirTag. And then it said, no, it's not here. It's somewhere else. And then I couldn't find it. I ended up coming back to the airport and said, yeah, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. So we started brainstorming, and we decided, okay, we're going to hook my phone to a drone and have the drone fly over the cotton field so it could ping the AirTag so I could find my keys. So that was Dro, which Dro showed up. I appreciate Dro showing up. He said, no, my drone's in pieces right now. We can't really do it. So then Chris was there, and I can't remember his last name, but he said, okay, I'll low fly over the cotton field for you. Hopefully it pings your keys, no problem. So he goes and flies over the whole cotton field. And I mean, he does a nice job. He flies really low, slow, 5-6 times across the whole cornfield, comes back, cotton field. I don't know why I keep saying corn. It was cotton. Came in, he was coming to land, and I was going to tell him, it's no good. It didn't ping. He's landing, and I'm walking towards him with my phone, with not my phone. He had my phone. So as soon as he landed, I got my phone from him, and then all of a sudden the tag pinged and said, last seen 1 minute ago. And I go, really? Where? And I hit it, and it says, yeah, it's just right up here on the runway. Literally, my keys were like 50 feet away. So went and got my keys. And I was like, so that whole cotton field debacle was
Corn.
You mean corn.
cotton.
I think it was soybean.
You would think I'd remember because as much of it I went through, it was definitely cotton.
Hey, all I know is I don't know where Scuba went, but when he came back, he had green knees.
I was all in that field. I literally felt like Shane the entire. I was like, Shane just did this crap, but he had a motor on his back. I give him more credit. I did not have a paramotor on my back.
I have one question. How was your shower?
Oh. So Shane brought a condo shower to the campground. Now there's a shower at the camp, which I did end up using it after Shane left because he left before I got a shower. Thanks, Shane. And
You gotta be quick, bro.
so Shane brought, it's like almost like a changing pop-up booth thing, but it's two of them hooked together. So it has a dry room and then it has a wet room. And the dry room has a nice little stand so you can put all your clothes and everything, get undressed. You can zip that side up, get all undressed, go over into the wet room, take a shower. And he has a tankless water heater that runs off propane. And I didn't want to touch any controls because Shane already warned me, if you touch the controls, you might catch on fire. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, if you bump it just one notch, you better look out because it's going to be hot. So I left it the way it was, and it was perfectly fine just like that. It's actually a really good shower. The only thing that was bad about the showers, it was well water. Well water has a weird smell to it, but I still felt clean when I got out of it. But that's just the cotton thing. Wow. And Will brought his dog.
He did.
Which I think Will comes prepared with jokes. Chris Ocker, hello 555. I hope everything's going okay with you.
555. We met him just last weekend.
He was at the fly-in. He sure was.
Oh, was that? Okay, he's the one with the pop-up with the kids and the dog.
No, 555 is the one around the corner with the very small trike.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean now? Okay.
Yeah, now I get to put a face with the name.
Where was I at? Oh yeah, Will had his dog, and then Dro also came with Ashley, and Ashley came over and asked Will, could she touch it?
She did. She just came right up to me, perfect stranger, and asked me
to touch your black wiener.
Can I touch your black wiener?
She said, can I touch it? And he's like, are you talking about the dog? Oh my gosh. She didn't learn because the next day she came back and said, can I see it? So I don't know what she was thinking.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
She must have liked the feel of it.
Oh my goodness.
She did.
Came back for seconds.
Hey, now we got Munchkin in here talking about the floor in the bathroom that's in the middle of the woods was not level. I know. It's the best thing I could find to make.
How did you almost tip over? I wasn't there.
It was very uneven, but you did not have any puddles when you got out of the shower because everything run downhill in a hurry.
Would
Dude,
I
that
fall?
shower is awesome, especially when you don't have a shower.
Yeah.
I got to fly. Will got to fly. Everybody got. Shane's the only one that didn't get to fly because he's got a sore toe.
Yeah. I had two things happen. One, my toe's infected. I did get up Saturday morning and have every intention on flying. And when I put my sock on and my shoe, that was not going to happen. There was no way that to get me into the air, I would have needed a tow truck.
Wow.
Tow truck.
Because my toe was hurt.
It's weird because the forecast showed we were going to have bad weather, but honestly, besides Wednesday night, every other opportunity that we could have flown morning and afternoon was good. Thursday morning, good. Thursday afternoon, good. Friday morning, good. Friday afternoon, good. It was great the whole time.
Now,
Ask Sunday morning.
Ask me if I had a good time. I had a blast. I literally thanked you and Munchkin for having me up there, and it was awesome. They don't tell you about the 20-something mile bridge and the tunnel bridge that you got to get to or use to get to where the fly-in is. And I've never been on a bridge that long, nor have I been into a tunnel that I can remember that goes underwater.
Yeah.
And you go through two of those. And which, here's the thing I don't understand. It's open on both ends of the tunnel. Why, when you're down at the very bottom of it, you feel the water pressure in your ears? How does that make any sense?
Because you're still going lower than ground. You're going way down. So, yeah.
Can you see this?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, this is a total of 20 seconds long. So just keep that.
Right.
This is the beginning of the bridge.
He's got the sped up bridge, I guess.
It's the time lapse version. But
there's the long bridge.
It costs like, was it $14 or $16?
$16, yeah.
16 doll hairs
Each way. And it is the only toll I have ever paid that I felt like I got my money's worth.
Yes, me too.
You know, I mean, and that was it. That was like it in a nutshell.
That was a really sped up video. Holy crap. It takes a long time to cross that bridge.
I spent a long time talking to the toll lady, you know, because there weren't any cars behind me. And she was like talking about, you know, my wiener dog and everything. And
everybody's talking about the big black wiener.
Yeah. Was she like a treat? And I said, yeah. She gave her this huge freaking milk bone treat. That's all she had. That thing's still sitting on my front seat, man. She just like looked at it.
Here's a big old milk bone for your tiny, tiny dog. It'll last for a while, I'll tell you that.
Oh man!
Take it to Dairy Queen with you, Will, and you can make a little blizzard for her with that.
Do you know how much? A blizzard is now?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Almost $9 freaking.
Wow.
That's it.
Now,
yeah.
Now
that's probably for a small one.
No, that's the large. That's the large.
Okay.
You do it, you might go large.
That's unbelievable.
But it was $4. You know,
We got to go large.
Whoopi is in the chat, and he said $22 if you're pulling a single axle trailer for the get across the bridge.
555 says you could have flew his trike. I mean, you could have flown mine too, for that matter. But I don't think you know how to do that, so I wouldn't want to put you in danger.
No, I would not have done it. Just so you know.
He won't do it.
So I want to talk about a few things. Soar the Shore, the LZ, the runway, all of that is very good. The only complaint I had is, Jesus, the crickets. There were more crickets in that one field than all of Florida. Just so you know.
Only in September. It's weird. The bug, like the gnats and the crickets in September, are bad. In April, which is the same time as bad apples, for spring wing, there's none of that. But, you know, I get it. April is bad apples time, you know, but yeah.
Right. Or May.
Yeah. April or May. It's somewhere around there. Maybe it is May. I think it's May. You're right.
The bathroom and the shower thing was all very, very clean. It's a it's a hanger bathroom. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's all tiled and nicely done. So
Well, the weather being bad, he would check every day to see if he was going. Because if it was going to be bad, he wasn't.
Scuba, what were you and Munchkin sleeping in, and what was I sleeping in?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So Munchkin and I brought a tent and a 13 by 13 pop up. Now we have cots that we bought that also came with these really thick cushions that go on top. And actually, I slept really good on those cushions. Now Shane brought a hammock and slept between two trees, and he was cool with that. I'm like, okay, I'll sleep between two trees, and he did.
It took me no time to set up, and I was good to go. Krista, do you mind hammock camping?
Love hammock camping.
We do it when it's the coldest time of the year here in Florida, which is like 1 or 2 weeks a year, and we absolutely love it. And it was I think one night it was 68, and I was a little warm, but that's because I brought the zero or the -15 sleeping bag on accident. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for me, but I slept great. I got no problem sleeping in a hammock. The only thing I don't like is the middle of the night when you got to go pee, and you gotta wake up a little bit to get out of it.
Yeah,
that is probably my only problem with the hammock is the
middle of the night.
No, the getting
very
out.
large katydids that land on your head. Yeah, we had some katydid in the tent that landed on Munchkin's head, but she didn't freak out.
Katydids are harmless. I tried telling Shane what that was. I said, that's a katydid. He said, that's a grasshopper. I said, that's a katydid. Grasshopper.
I never heard of that.
You know what I was surprised about is all the daddy long legs that were loving the outdoor shower as well. Every time I went in there, man, I was soaking them jokers down.
I know.
Tent was full of them. When we left to pack the tent up, it was daddy long legs all over the place. They were full.
Now, Scuba, when you got home, did you set that tent out to dry?
Why would it be wet? It wasn't wet. I mean, well, the outside of it was. Yeah, but it's still not even packed up tight. It can dry the way it is right now. I have it folded slightly.
Let me tell you from experience. Unless you take that thing out, lay it out, and let the sun cook it completely dry before you pack it away. The next time you go to use that, it's going to smell musky.
Okay.
It's
been raining, so I can't even take it out yet.
Just open it up in one of your extra bedrooms or whatever.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
I'm telling you, trust me, when it goes to camping in that thing again the next time and it just stinks of musk, you're going to be like, I should have let that thing dry a little.
Okay. I'll do that. But it was very comfortable. It was like not even Will didn't have to run his AC every night. There was a couple nights he just left it off because it was nice and cool outside.
Yeah, the first night it was kind of warm.
Yeah, I think that was the first night I had issues only because of the sleeping bag that I brought. But the rest of the time I was just like, dude, this is awesome. I slept really good. I got up every morning and checked in with Munchkin, and her biggest complaint was that her pillow was soggy. But
yeah,
you got to open those windows in that tent.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, I can watch you sleep, and two, you let the heat out when you breathe.
Psycho.
How was the food? Oh, now Dee Dee cooked for us. I will let Shane and Will explain.
Will, you go first.
It was absolutely awesome. I mean, the second night we had was a barbecue chicken and pasta and was it cookies and these little like mini cakes or something? Like
those are little cheesecakes. And
oh man, those things were good. I must have eaten about.
I saw you eat a bunch of those.
I know, right? I kept going over and grabbing two. Dang it, you noticed?
Like candy squash or something she had. That squash was really good.
Oh, it was, yeah, the squash. And then the first night was what was the first night? Pork.
The first night was roast beef.
Yeah, roast beef.
Yeah,
delicious, man. Oh,
a whole bunch of roast beef sandwiches we made. on big old buns.
Nice.
I think this is the same shirt that I stained because as soon as I bit the sandwich, even with a napkin around it, it just squirted all over my shirt.
Whoa. What did I come back to? What the?
Oh my gosh, yes, Daryl. Okay, Daryl says, don't forget the brownie save. Man, she came over to the tent. We were all kind of sitting there, and she came over with this plate full of brownies, just kind of carrying it like a waitress or whatever. Anyone like brownie? Anyone like a brownie? And then just as she approaches, I don't remember who it was, she trips in the middle of us, and she went all the way down. But that freaking plate of brownies stayed level. It's just unbelievable, man. I said, "Were you a waitress, or what?" Yeah, actually, I was. Yeah, like save the brownies.
Yeah, I think she tripped right towards Shane.
yeah, that's right. I think Daryl caught her or something like that. But it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, her food was on point. It was a spread. And my weakness, Krista will tell you, I don't eat cake. I don't do very, very few desserts that I will eat. But when it came to that banana nut bread, banana nut pudding, I went back twice. And both
that pudding was the bomb.
And
we asked for more the second day, and she's like, "I'm sorry, it's all gone." I was like, "I bet it was."
Yeah. I had a really good time. There's nothing negative I could say other than there was a lot of crickets, but I mean, really, honestly, it has potential to be a really good fly-in for sure. You said the Spring Wing, which is in the same exact spot.
Spring Wing, same spot, but usually a lot more people come to that. September is hurricane season, man, and people watch the weather, and if they think it's going to be bad, they won't come. If John would have came, like Dee Dee cooks, and then John and his wife cook a lot of food. If we would have had double the amount of food, you can just imagine 2 spreads just like that to where everybody can go eat. It's pretty cool.
Well, I will tell. Go ahead, Will.
Well, I was going to say on the flip side, this particular, I've said that my mission for the following year is going to be to check out new fly-ins. So this was a new experience for me. Not only was the fly-in new, I had never been in that part of the country. Certainly haven't crossed the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. So this was kind of, I don't know, it was more intimate, like we all get together pilots, and you really got to know each other, and it was really, I totally enjoyed it.
That's true. Yeah, instead of it being like 300 pilots and you like, I didn't even see you there. Yeah, everybody that was there at that fly-in, we saw.
Now, I will tell you that I love my pickup truck. And for me to leave here, when I stopped at the gas station, before I got onto the interstate, my gas light came on, and it for whatever reason only let me put 20 gallons of fuel in my truck. So I drove 400 and something miles on 20 gallons. It is 838 miles from the fly-in, or from my house to the fly-in. I stopped and got gas once, drove all the way there, and then drove another 300 and something miles back on that same tank, filled up, and I still have gas in my truck right now. I was getting my first tank. I think I got just at 700 miles to the tank. 700 miles to the tank, and then the second one I think was at 620 or something like that. So I did very well. It cost me under $250, I think, to do
I don't know why.
1,600 miles. Now, at a cargo trailer or a camper, I get 250, 300 miles on a tank. That's it.
Put that weight on there.
Well, see, the thing is, it was just me. And I don't mind sleeping in a hammock as long as it's cooler weather. If it's warm, I would have sacrificed my bank account and just gone ahead with the cargo trailer and ran my AC.
We were actually quite upset Ohio wasn't cooler, to be honest.
Oh God, the Dave Burns this year was the hottest in 5. This was my 5th year, and it was ungodly warm.
It was.
It was horrible.
It was hotter than bad apples.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, I have a 13,000 BTU air conditioner in my 6x12 cargo trailer, and it would not even keep up. And my ceiling of the cargo trailer is insulated, and it would not keep up with that heat. I just turned the generator off. I was like, why try to kill the AC when we can just let it get hot, and then when the sun goes down, we'll turn it on, and in an hour it'll be, 63 or 64 that it's normally. So
Yeah, it did have a hard time keeping up. You're fine, Bubba.
So when is spring wing?
yeah,
Spring wing usually, I think, is in May. It's usually the week before bad apples. Sometimes they coincide with each other exactly. So for me, it's closer to go to spring wing than bad apples, but I understand that bad apples is a lot bigger of an event. I understand that completely. But yeah, a lot of people come to spring wing, that especially the people from up north, because it's closer for them to go there than all the way down to bad apples. So or sometimes they do both. I've had them come in and we just got back from bad apples, and then they're at another fly-in. So
well,
That would be the retired thing, but not the
right.
working thing.
the problem for me is we just did a 16-hour trip each way to Ohio, and then it's 2 weeks later I'm doing a 12-hour, and it's a little hard to do those back to back like that. Even though I only took Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off, but like I said, I had 2 problems. I had a toe problem, an infection in my toe, and then I had this room that is so close to being done. So I thought. And then when I got home, I realized, I didn't do this yet. I didn't do this yet. I didn't do that yet. I finally got the ceiling and the walls painted. Now we're just waiting on tomorrow I'll have all the shiplap done up.
Well,
That's all just, our house is a wreck right now.
oh, it's a disaster.
We got a couch in our kitchen with a 60 something inch TV sitting on it. This house is covered in
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just in the middle of the room.
That's going to be out of here soon.
Yeah.
Now, without mentioning any names, we did have one incident on Sunday. A pilot took off on the east-west runway towards the trees, and there was quite a lot of wind on Sunday. And basically it created a lot of mechanical rotor coming off the trees. So when they took off and went to make a turn, the rotor hit him from the trees and pretty much just flipped his wing over and boom, hit the ground. Nobody got hurt. There was a little bit of equipment damage, but that was the extent of any accidents that happened besides my prop hitting the cage a couple times.
Oh, we did have another pilot put a seatbelt on.
I forgot about that.
Hey, by the way, real quick, before we get into that story, we all need to come up as a community in the paramotor community to come up with a bring your butt down ASAP, something's not right signal for those on the ground. Because we had a gentleman, again, won't say any names, who forgot to put his seatbelt on. And as he flew by or launched and flew by, we could see 2 large straps just
Dangling. Yeah.
And every so often you hear pop. And just kept flying. And when he flew over the second time, everybody's out there waving, and I'm going, go, come down, come down, come down. And it took one more pop of the seatbelt to get him to come down.
Yeah, broke his prop.
No, it didn't break anything. He got lucky. It didn't break his seatbelt. It didn't break his prop.
His
landed.
teeth were gone, but he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not me.
But we need to come up with everybody knows the shake your legs this way for no and this way for yes. But when you're in the air and someone's on the ground and they're like, we need to come up with some kind of universal bring your butt down signal to
Pretty much any kind of wild hand maneuver should convey the message.
Yeah.
If
I would-
nothing else, make you want to land and find out what's wrong with that person.
Yeah,
Hey,
Munchkin
hey,
did
look.
have the sign. She said we should do the sign like there's something hanging off your rear end, pretty much. So I'm like, I don't know.
so
So were
Wolfie
you
said-
there, Shane, when the guy fired up that big monster trike?
No.
Okay,
I
so
didn't see
that
the
was
monster.
another incident. He had a 42-meter brand new tandem wing and decided or got talked into, hey, why don't you just taxi that wing? Now, the problem with this trike is it's a big son of a gun. It's huge. You probably saw the trike at least. I know. You saw that trike with the big, I don't even know what motor's on there, but it's like a Rotax or something. It's huge.
Right.
And the cage has no netting on it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So he fired up his motor, went to the other side of the airfield, laid out the wing, which, nobody rushed him. He took his time, set it up in the line guides, and that thing's got, electric start. And as soon as he hit the button, it cut 2 of his lines. I mean, because of the suction coming off of that prop, his line went right into the prop and it cut 2 of them. So brand new wing cut.
So Scuba, I have a question that I still don't know the answer to.
Mhm.
Who's in charge of that event, and why are there no liability forms being signed?
Well, Mr. Campbell is the owner of the airfield. There is no air bosses. Usually there's not enough pilots there to cause an issue, and everybody knows, that's been flying long enough to which way to turn when you're going towards somebody. But as far as the liability goes, I guess that's if you fly, you take your life in your own hands. I mean, there's no forms to sign or anything.
It's an airport, so he probably has commercial liability on the
Yeah, he may.
whole thing.
I was just curious because I was just like, I just showed up. No one said nothing to me, and I knew it was free. But outside of that, would you stop over there?
You know it.
He welcomes anybody anytime. Y'all are welcome to go up there, camp anytime you want, fly anytime you want. Just don't fly in front of his airplane when he's trying to take off, which is one of the quietest airplanes I've ever heard in my life. It sounds like a freaking Tesla taking off. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really quiet.
Shane wants a killer cricket waiver or something to be signed by the sounds of it.
Hey, Sunday morning or Saturday morning when I was putting my socks and shoes on, I was like, man, you got to make sure you don't have any crickets in your wing when you pack it up. And I put that shoe on, and it was like my toe was like, nope.
Yeah,
So
see,
what's the
you
deal
left.
with your toe, man? You got an ingrown toenail? What happened? You step on a nail?
Oh, it's a great story, Dave. I wish.
Oh, yeah.
I
Lack
wish,
of hygiene?
I wish my cameras in the back would have caught it. So apparently, a couple days prior to me doing this, the weekend before, I walked into my shed, but I had put my lawnmower up like a day or 2 before, and I guess when I did, a clump of grass hit my step. So on the way out at like 8 o'clock in the morning, I hit that piece and my foot slid out. My other one went under, and my shin to my toes went right down the concrete. So everything's fine, except for when I got there, I had this huge chunk of skin that I never noticed on my toe. And Munchkin, who, soggy pillow and all, had a toenail clipper set, and
she had cuticle scissors. She's like, "Oh, if that doesn't work, I have cuticle scissors." I'm like,
so I cut this flap off because the night before, while I was sleeping in my sleeping bag, every time I moved my feet, the skin would get caught on the sleeping bag and rip it open.
Jeez.
So it's easier just to cut it off. So I cut it off, and after that, it was
it's easier to put a Band-Aid on it, but
It's real easy at my house because I just lay in bed and she puts Neosporin and puts a Band-Aid on it, and I go to sleep. Even kisses my boo-boo.
Oh, I forgot to say, Ross
Andrew
from
Toe.
Aviator was there also.
Ross Castaway, yeah.
Yeah, Ross Castaway was there from Aviator. He showed up like Saturday, I think.
Yeah, it was Saturday because I looked at him. I said, "You're from Aviator, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And then
He's
like
the bald guy, right?
No.
No.
And then like 10 minutes later, Scuba's
Oh,
like,
for
"You look
Pete's
familiar. Where are you from?" He's like, "Aviator." So Scuba's like, "Oh yeah."
I just couldn't remember what his name was. I was like, I know I've seen you on videos before. So, and then, because Shane left before Mr. Gordon showed up. Because when he showed up, he pulled his plane out and took all of his kids flying. I mean, he literally would put 2 kids in there, fly them, land, put 2 more kids in, fly them, come back and land. And we're up there flying at the same time he's doing this, but he knows to watch out for us. He's really good about not getting near any of us. He comes in straight to the runway, and we're never anywhere around. So it worked out great.
You really need to go to Bad Apples.
Yeah.
Mr. Hodges gets
He
in
always
his
takes
plane.
his plane.
Yeah, and there's 40 pilots flying around his plane.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of that, which looks really cool. It'd be nice to fly with all that.
Hey, I just want to say to all my real true friends who've been here the whole time in the chat, hello to everyone. And then there's Angela Presley who just got here.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
there.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm just happy she found time for us tonight.
Yeah,
even if it is a
geez.
few
I mean,
minutes.
Dave Perry is here on time. It was first one of the guests in the chat or in the.
He had to brag about Aruba, but that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so Shane couldn't fly because he had a bad toe, and Nick couldn't come because he had a bad shoulder. Is that the way that?
I'd have been there. I'd have been there, but
Why
hey,
you gotta
lost the race.
get on me? I'm just sitting here being quiet.
I'm just trying to.
Scuba. Yeah, he picked up way too much money from his paycheck, threw it over his shoulder, injured it.
Freaking gold coinage is heavy.
Yeah.
You
His
missed a
paychecks are
great
like
time,
stone
Nick. I mean,
tablets.
there was so many flyable times. You don't usually get that good of weather that many days in a row, and we actually had really good
He's
flying.
probably picking his next Ferrari.
Hold
or
on.
Maserati or-
Hold on. You got Will with his big black wiener. You got Nick can't pick up money without like sacks of money without throwing his shoulder out. And we're over here.
You got DP and Aruba.
I know. And then you look at me.
Having to make pot pies and stuff for myself because my cooker is gone.
And the best thing you could do when he comes back is put a Band-Aid on the biggest thing in that bed is my little pinky toe.
Exactly. I took care of you. I'm just saying.
Angela, you're gonna have to rewatch the show because there's a lot of good stuff in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh, look, the money man is in the
Well, look, he heard Ching Ching talking. Look
Oh,
who
yeah, we
shows.
start talking about money in Aruba. He's like, "Oh, you
says,
guys
"You
been to
right?"
my country? You guys been to
In
my
my
country?"
country.
Anyway, so happy for you to go to Aruba. I've never been there.
And
We
then
are
there's,
going to
Thanks.
Hangout.
I got married there.
hey,
I got
again?
married there.
Which,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Denise. She and I are.
Yeah, does she
I
know?
forgot to tell you guys that.
Does she
Yeah,
know?
she's gone. She's
Hey,
gone. But hey, everything's cool.
Hey,
Yeah, we got married there, and this was actually our 5th trip there. Sorry, Krista, but and we're going again in April of next year. So
I do want to say I
you're
really
welcome to
appreciate
come along.
Shane and Will coming to the flyout. It meant a lot. I had a really great time because you guys were there. Just saying.
I have a rash now because you were there. But
I'm sorry. I tried to put some ointment on it, but
Yeah, I told you to put paper on that seat, man.
oh man. Hey, Andy. I don't know. Andy's in the chat here. I don't know if he's still here, but we'll be at Waller's here in a couple of
Oh yeah.
couple weeks. Just
Nick, you coming?
yeah, Nick, are you coming?
look at
I'm
Munchkin
gonna
talking
try.
crap in chat.
You're gonna try?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh, you better show
I
up.
even got off work for this.
Yeah.
Huh?
I got off work.
You got off work just for this.
No, well, not this because this is at night, but from Waller. And anytime you lose your drink, can't find it, it's you've been wallered.
Yeah.
Then Waller.
So, yeah, Mr. Waller likes to, well, Shane likes to, and then Mr. Waller likes to add. I will wander off, set my drink down, and go do something else, and then look for my drink. Sometimes I don't lose my drink. Sometimes Mr. Waller will move my drink and then place it in spots that I would never look and laugh the entire time watching me look for my drink. So now in my house, we call it, I wallered myself.
Yeah. But they're great people. You really want to meet them for sure.
Yeah, they are great. The mom and dad, I mean, you got Brian, he's okay, but his parents are amazing.
Wait, Brian is hunting right now.
Yeah, he can't hear none of this. He's got no internet. So let me tell you, his parents are why we go. And we go because of his parents. Just so you know. His mom and dad are truly, all jokes aside, the most genuine, nice people you will ever meet.
Will can add to this.
And they are well worth the trip just to meet them. His dad is just.
They're very hospitable.
Yeah.
Like, we have a pool. Oh, it's not warm enough for you? Let's put the warmer on. Like,
What the heck?
That's got to be Willard.
Hey,
all right,
for those of y'all that are still
good.
trying to find a windsock, Nick
Oh,
might be able to help you guys out because Will brought a Billy Bad to the Bone windsock to the field. I'm just saying.
That windsock is noisy.
What, because of the crow scare tape? I wonder if Will's found his tape yet. It's actually the bottom's got it's got a stainless steel stake. Now Will had one that had 4 legs on it you could just put on the ground. I couldn't find that, but the rest of it all connects together. And instead of using one of those crappy poles like most of the people do, this pole has a really thick top on it, so it won't break in half like mine did. Because mine, I can show you right now.
Well,
Pole's right here.
Hold on.
Shane let that one go.
Yeah, this one's yeah, that's where it's all taped and glued because it's crap.
Why is it cracked? Because you use
if
it
your
for
pole
something
don't
you're
have a thick
supposed
tip,
to.
it'll crack.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a nice.
That is
long
not
pole.
true. That is not true.
Shane,
I have been holding
go.
on forever, and it hasn't not one time broke.
Anyways,
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Just the tip.
I just know that Nick carries paramotor parts, and that may be something that he may carry at some point.
Yeah, Nick.
Hey,
Flagpole.
B was asking about the podcast. He says it's only showing up to episode 111, but I just checked and I've got all the way up to episode 116 showing up. So I don't know, maybe refresh.
Yeah, that is all. Will keeps all the money on all the stuff that he earns on.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Listen, all I do is just put out the content, and Will copies and pastes it onto his bank
That's
account.
You're my
Him and
sugar
Mark,
daddy.
Mark, and Nick Justice, just off my back. Look, there it is. You can see all 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
Golly.
By the
GP,
way, did you get your iPad fixed?
not yet. I'm actually going Thursday. I tried to use it, but now I got an infection in my finger.
From the broken glass?
I haven't even touched that thing.
Hey, they don't even know what happened.
No.
I got in. Shane and I went. Shane was going to the store, and I wanted to tag along, so I hop in his front seat and I put my elbow on the elbow rest, which happened to be right where his iPad was.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I did it.
Break too easy.
Will said, "Hey, Will said, was this broke before?" I was like, "No."
Was this already broken? Come on, it was already broken. You know it was.
I got you covered, though. I took care of it, man.
No. I already told you from the very get-go. I wasn't concerned about it. I was like, "It's fine. It's not it's not the end of the world."
He just used it for TikTok. Don't worry about it.
I'm just glad. Hey, listen, I'm just glad I didn't leave it in the seat and have to deal with the broken glass of the starfish. You know what I mean?
Dude, I should have sued your butt because I'm like, that hurt my elbow.
I got car insurance. We're good.
Hey, Will, don't you have an elbow infection now?
I think so. I can't
See,
fly.
Will said that
Looks
Munchkin
like
had
it.
pointy elbows, but I think Will wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can break an iPad with his elbow.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not hard to break an iPad.
Hey, you know why God let women get yeast infections?
Oh man.
So they know what it's like to live with an irritating.
Don't say that word.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Shane. An irritating Shane.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Right? Everyone should have a shame.
Hey, Will.
Hey, what do you? Hey, Will. Hey, Will. What do you call a fake noodle?
Oh man, an impasta.
You got it. Nice.
You guys just have cheesy jokes. It's so cute.
Now everybody should start saving early. It is September. You have until March of next year to save up to go to Fly It for Gage. I expect everybody that's in chat to be there, even Walter from Australia. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wait, Craig B. We're so happy you
Yeah.
got to wear the Gage Fly shirt, Fly It for Gage shirt.
He wore it in Australia at a fly-in in Australia.
Yeah.
He
So-
sent me. Now you guys got to remember, Australia time frame is a little different than ours by a few hundred hours. It's like Sunday at like
really
6 o'clock a.m. and I get like 3 text messages or Facebook messages from Craig B about the shirt and everything. I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to sleep, bro. Like,
there's my Fly It for Gage shirt that's got all the signatures on there. That's why I didn't wear it at the fly-in. I don't want any chance of the signatures getting worn off or anything.
Hey, those are autographs, pal.
Yeah, autographs. I mean, yeah.
So that's looking on eBay, man.
Oh, look, there's Just Us e-bikes.
That's
up
going
there.
to cost you later. That's going to cost you later.
Yeah. Copyright.
Man, I can make a
Copyright.
ton of money off this. It's
I
got
know.
Nick's signature on there. Oh,
You got marks on there?
Mark,
you got that?
Mark,
No, he only
Mark's
has-
on here. Let's see.
No, he
No,
only
Mark's is a
has
stamp.
he only has
Mark's
he
a
only has
stamp.
paramotor pilots on his shirt.
Stop it.
PPG Gorilla, Cupcake Krista, Ripman.
I signed on it. Oh, you got Ripman?
You signed on it.
I signed it.
Andrew Fuller.
Yep.
There's,
Andrew.
I think that's Hay Bale. I don't see Mark. I see Mark Fogle, but that's not him.
Close enough. Close enough.
Mark didn't sign my shirt. He was too
You
uppity.
sure he didn't
uppity.
rubber? He didn't. His secretary didn't stamp it somewhere.
Yeah.
Or his
I
butler.
tried, but
He
I'll have
was
to catch
there.
him somewhere else. Try and get him to sign it. But like, hey, you need to sign. Yeah, he should be worth more.
He should be at the next fly-in for Gage.
Yeah,
Does
so-
anyone know how to say bra in German?
Bra? Yeah, it's
bro.
no, it's stop them, or what is it? Keep them from shaking or something.
Stop something from flopping?
Yeah. Damn it. Keep them from flopping or stop them from flopping.
Stop
I'm
something
like-
from flopping.
I'm going to frickin' say Deutsch. No, that's not right.
You know, speaking of the PPG Bible, I did get people to sign that, but I don't know where my Bible went. Oh, I'm blind.
It's over there by the devil.
Well, if you had your Bible, you wouldn't be blind.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I got a shirt
Oh.
signatures and PPG Bible. I wonder if Mark's in this one.
Probably not.
Mark
Power
who?
mark.
Mark who?
I think that is his signature right there.
Sure.
Hmm.
Mark said his is worth
Backwards,
more.
but
Hey, Mark said
that
Mark
looks like
said
McElroy at the end there.
Yeah, that's Mark.
See that? McElroy.
Yeah.
His
That looks like
boy
a- that looks-
McElroy.
that looks like a welder signature.
A welder signature.
Daughter.
Yeah.
Yankee Paramotor.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Todd.
Yo Yankees was
No. He didn't
Much
say
love.
He said Todd.
Todd Falsted.
Falstaff.
There's the man, the myth, the legend, John Wayne, right there.
Yeah.
Hey, I got news for you. My hat that John Wayne gave me is on my deer mount in my room.
Yes.
Because that's the only thing I'm allowed to mount in that room.
There's yours and Tony's, Angela, right there. It says, Scuba, don't ever stop doing your show, Angela. I got it.
Yeah, don't ever stop doing your show so I can show up late.
Everybody shows up late to my show at like 10 o'clock. I'm like, the show's going off. I mean,
Hey, Will, the other weekend, the other Friday night, a couple weeks ago, I literally signed in to YouTube and just caught you going, "Good night." And I was like, "Oh, I missed it."
You got the best part, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Good night.
Skip to the end.
Oh man! And I actually called Scuba and said I apologize for missing the show. I was in the midst of some things, and well,
Infected nipple, something.
Will was just sneaky.
Something was
I did not
infected.
know he was coming to the fly-in.
Oh, I know. I didn't either.
Calling him out on Tuesday. We were like,
Shane
"Will."
says he doesn't know, but I'm like, come on, man.
Will.
No.
Will, did I know that you were
He did not
showing
know.
up?
He did not know.
Wow.
No, I wasn't even
Nah.
certain myself, 100%.
No, only person that knew was Will, apparently.
Yeah.
And his big black wiener.
Yeah.
Wiener.
He's like, I got a lot of things to do.
Can she
Yeah.
I'm
see
glad
it?
I came.
Touch it? It's just,
I'm glad I went.
she kept falling into every joke that Will was well prepared for, apparently.
You know the Munchkin?
No, that was Ashley. That's Dro's girlfriend.
Yeah, so Dro is Paramotor IRL. Is that right?
That's it.
That's
You got
another
it.
one in the chat that we met.
Yeah, he filmed some. He does have some live video of flying over Soar the Shore because he wears like a modem on his waist so that he can just film it live while he's doing it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, and you can actually move the camera, can't you? Like as a spectator?
On the one that he puts on top of the RV, yes, that one you can move around. The one that he's wearing, no, you can't. You can't make him move. Turn right, damn it! Maybe if you ask nicely, he'll turn his head right.
What's the hand signal for that again? Well, next Tuesday when we have the show, this room the walls and the floor will be done. The new couch and the refrigerator will not be here yet, but
Or the fireplace.
or the fireplace.
Really nice. I like the. I mean, you can tell you made a lot of progress there.
Yeah.
It's gonna look
Wait,
nice.
sit up straight.
What
Now I've done great work here.
Good job, buddy.
I'm talking to Mark.
You're welcome, Mark.
Oh, now he's threatening us. Now he's threatening Krista about seeing her at Waller's. Great.
He asked what
He's
I
doing
should-
offline threats.
Yeah, bully. Oh, I got the money. I could take over your mortgage. Yes, Walter.
Actually, good.
Yes, Walter. The bathroom has been done for quite some time now.
And thank you to Mark for helping with the bathroom.
Yeah, to put a fire under me. But this room here is only taking me, how many weeks is this room?
Not well, it's more of delays on other stuff, but actually he's been okay. So years and years ago, I'd say, you know what? I really would like to redo, and I'd say a room. Next thing I know, he's already demolished it, and I don't even have an idea yet fully in my head. And I'm like, whoa, pause.
We did the
pause.
same thing with our wedding. You didn't know that you wanted to marry me, but next day it was the wedding. So
Honey,
I know how to trick you.
we planned that wedding for 2 years. Anyway,
I did post a video of Soar the Shore, my last flight at Soar the Shore, which does have Will in there. I don't think Will or Shane have watched it yet, but I did post
I
it.
have not. I've been doing this.
I even did a little mark. I said, that's Will Fly with his red shoes. So yeah, I was far away though. It's not like you can go and get a close up or anything, but yeah, I flew by you quite a few times.
You can play a video of what you flew by.
No, that video is 25 minutes long. I will warn you ahead of time. I did fly up to 2,000 feet, but the audio came out good. All my other videos, the audio was terrible. I'm going to have to figure out something to voice over or something on those because they're bad.
Well, with your flights that you got in, are you going to do a video on that? Because we haven't had a video in over a year. Just so you know.
And I wouldn't hold your breath on that too long.
You went
If you want to, yeah, your call. I did get some. I haven't even looked at the footage that I got, assuming that I got some, but I do believe I got some good footage of Steve.
Oh, cool. I got to see that, man. Nobody videotapes me. I film all y'all's takeoffs and landings and crap. Nobody films me, but, you know.
I got some, I think I got Shane
You're complaining.
some towing. There's a joke there. Towing.
Shane, you got Shane doing some towing? Nice.
Yeah.
That's what he told him to do.
Funny when you gotta explain it.
He told him to do that.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I can't fly, man. My toe hurts. What?
I broke my toe at Bad Apples and flew every day afterwards. What are you talking about?
Attaboy.
Hell
There's
yeah,
a man.
Twice.
Hey, if I could have wrapped my toe in hundreds, then I would have probably flown too.
See, now you don't even know what it looks like once you go up above the trees because you didn't go up. So you're gonna have to do it some other time now.
We will talk about the spring fling thing because I think no, we won't either. That's around Bad Apples. Never mind.
It is around Bad Apples.
Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be. They haven't posted the dates yet, so we'll have to see.
And
why don't you? Can you walk? Have you seen how many dead birds are on that damn bridge?
I read all about it while I was on it. I'm looking it up, how long it took to build, how long it is, how deep it goes.
I think it's the only video I've done that actually has the takeoff and the landing. I've always missed one of them. I'll either miss the takeoff or the landing. I got both in that one video for once.
Yeah, so the next fly-in, for those of you wondering, at least in the Southeast, is Seven Oaks inaugural PPG fly-in. That's in South Carolina, October 25th through the 27th. I have a feeling it's going to be a real nice turnout. And
Halloween fly-in, almost a Halloween fly-in.
So,
what?
Nico's birthday.
Oh, we have a birthday to go to.
I'm sorry.
Krista has. Is there any trees there I could hang a hammock?
I can't.
no, nowhere in South Carolina, man.
No trees.
No trees.
No trees in South Carolina. Maybe I can hang it. Can you get another? Can you get a secondary big black wiener? I can just.
We'll see. We'll come up with something for you. I'm sure.
Like a double?
I can tie off to both of those, and
It's getting way late. It's getting real.
all right.
We already got time checked at 9:07 by McElroy. So.
Uh-oh. Can I give a quick call out to our chatters?
Yes, sir.
All right, real quick. Bill H, Scuba Steve, Tony Marzano, Paramount USA. By the way, she's got a show this Thursday, 8 p.m. on YouTube. It's called Lundy's Treehouse. Check it out. Nick J, DP, the other Nick, Daddy Dutch Barbecue, Mr. Dana 54, John Wayne, Angela Preslick, Munchkin 555, Daryl Wolf, Shane's Planet Shane, Craig B from Australia, and Walter from Australia. Paramotor NC, Mark McElroy, Andy Busby, and Bushcraft, Texas. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Will, where can we find you at?
You can find me on YouTube. Just search for Will Fly or online at willflyppg.com. And if you live in the Southeast, check out our Paramotor page, Southeast Paramotor Group on Facebook.
Miss Krista, where can we find you?
Here, Tuesday night. Otherwise, whatever you tell me.
DP in the house. Where can we find you, sir?
Oh, wait.
YouTube channel is,
Keep going. I want to say something after.
YouTube channel, Max Rider 2009. And my wing is due to be shipped here to arrive tomorrow, by the way.
Video.
Whoa, yeah, finally.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to say. Let us know.
October 3rd would have been 6 months. So I sent a nasty gram yesterday, and the reply I got today was, "It's been shipped. Here's your tracking number. Thanks for your business."
Video, the video.
That's
the
all I
opening.
got.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
agreed.
I'm hoping that they didn't just shove it in a box and ship it to me unrepaired. But we'll
Oh
see.
man, that
Get
would
it out.
suck.
Yeah. We're all excited about the unboxing event.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Paramotor NC is in the house.
Oh, hey Ben.
I was just showing his signature a minute ago. Yeah.
Michigan,
So, Mr. Nick J, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me at justsebikes.com or parallelppg.com.
And Scuba, is there something going on Friday night at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I do show Friday nights, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. You can go to Scuba Vapes on YouTube, or you can just go to paramotoroutlaw.com. That'll take you to my YouTube channel. I just posted a video that's 25 minutes long of Soar the Shore 2024, so go check it out. It was my last flight. The other ones got bad audio. I'm going to have to go through those with a fine-tooth comb, but had a great
Thumbs
time.
up, people.
Enjoyed Will and Shane's company and everybody else that came. So, yeah.
And one other thing, Shane, we have a couple of openings left for certified like button mashers. So if you want to be a like button masher, certified, whatever, go ahead and mash that like button.
Oh,
Yes,
I was
mash
about
that
to ask you, what the heck are you talking about?
Like button masher.
Well, we got hacked a few weeks ago. I think that's what this point's about. I don't know.
No. To hit the like button, which.
Oh, hit
You
the
can
like
explain.
button.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, you guys can find me here at Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane, or on TikTok at PPG Shane. And
God, I need to hang out with
We'll
Dave
be-
more.
you what?
Need to hang out with Dave
Yeah.
more.
You got to
Not
go
you,
to
Shane.
Aruba, apparently.
Jeez.
In April, we're going to Aruba. I don't know. Just
In
kidding.
April.
I don't know. You guys
Yeah.
send me the dates. I'll figure it out.
What?
Shh. Go ahead. Keep talking.
We're going in December to the yacht club to live like Mark McElroy for a couple days, and it's costing us thousands. I don't know
It's
how.
not that bad, to be honest.
No, it's
what
really-
we're getting.
No, it's really not that bad, but we are going in December. When we go on that trip, the week before that, I will let everybody know there will not be a show on Tuesday because we will be getting room service. We will have a 24-hour butler service. And we're just going to be living like Mark McElroy. It's going to be,
And then we can come back and explain, like,
It's his club, right?
yeah, like it's called the
Okay.
McElroy Yacht Club membership.
Probably.
For seniors.
I only had to get a 14th loan on my house to afford to live like Mark for 7 days.
Oh, that was nice of you, Nick. Man, you are a good dude.
Nick gave it to us.
Nick gave us what?
The loan, dude.
The
Oh,
loan.
dude, that's
He didn't give me no. He's like, here's. No, listen.
Get the money.
Actually, for what we're getting, it because we've been on 2 of the cruises, and it was just with the common folk, like we're used to,
Like we are.
and it was only like $600 or $700 per person more to do the full luxury thing.
Full boujiness. We're
We
going
get
full
spa
bougie
day. We get spa days every day.
every day.
I don't even know what that's like. All I get is a bandage with some ointment on my toe. That's
Hey,
spa day for
It's a
Shane.
spa day. It's enjoying
More than you
himself.
deserve.
Hey, McElroy, I did buy extra amount of baby oil.
What?
The P. Diddy plan.
I was literally going, this is a P. Diddy.
Yes, he did.
We actually have no idea what's going on with P. Diddy, but
Angela asked if we ever thought about doing an Alaskan cruise. Mark did an Alaskan cruise. I have a couple other people that have done Alaskan cruise, and the most of the time I hear it's raining. So
but I also hear it's way more expensive when you live on the East Coast because you have to fly out to the West Coast and blah, blah, blah.
if I want to see whales in the ocean, I just wait for those northerners to come down in the wintertime. The northern whale. The northern whales. Are those are sperm whales? What do we have out there on the East
We
Coast?
have none.
We have whales.
Where are you going?
We have whales here in Florida.
Okay, enough. Done.
Humpback,
Whales in
right
the
whales.
ocean.
No, we do have whales in Florida. I'm telling you right
I've
now.
seen quite a few on the beach myself.
I've seen a few.
I got in trouble in Aruba trying to push one back in the water, and everybody was like,
Right?
And she claims it was a waterboarding.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It probably was your next person to prearrange the funeral. You were just helping.
That's right. Get a jump on things.
Yeah.
Forced funeral plans. All right.
You should think about.
Hey, with that being said,
Peace.
we are out of here. We're going to do the outro with Jeff Pearson, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 No filter, I got no filter.
Y'all want to ride some of the coolest bikes around? Just Us e-bikes. Check out these cool, fast beach cruisers. We've got many styles, colors, sizes, men's, women's, you name it, we got it. The best looking bikes around. Check us out, justusebikes.com.